First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So here is the third video that is for this year IBBS exam. So that is on the topic compound interest. So actually I didn't conduct the live class on the third topic compound interest. Previous video, that is simple interest, I have conducted a live class. The first topic, problems on ages, I have conducted a live class, but this topic alone I have not conducted a live class because of an internet issue on my office. So instead of wasting time, right, I can better go with in-depth solution first. Next topic I can go with live class, after that I can go with the in-depth solution, right? So after solving 15 question here in the in-depth solution video, so do not forget to take the test. So in the test I have given 40 question on the topic compound interest. Kindly take the test right after watching this video, because those questions will be on the level of the bank exam. You know, nowadays what is the level of the bank exam is. For that level we have given a test question, 40 question, that is on the topic compound interest. Do not forget to take the test, right? So now before going into this solution for all the 15 question, in-depth solution for all these questions, so I hope you have watched my revision class video. So in the revision class video I have told you there are formula method to solve compound interest, there are traditional method, as well as there are a percentage method. So percentage method, a plus b plus ab by 100. So that is the formula that we use to solve a question that is based on a percentage. And second is the traditional method. Mostly students will not use a traditional method in the topic compound interest, but only for some area. That is, if the question that is based on half yearly, if the question that is based on quarterly for a year, only for 1 year, then you can go with the traditional method. In case if they are asking half yearly for 2 years, quarterly for 2 years, kindly do not go with the traditional method, because it seems to be very lengthy. At that time you can go with the formula method itself, right? So that's the reason on my YouTube channel itself, while teaching, for each and every question I have solved that question by formula method, percentage method and traditional method. That's the main reason. So learn all the three methods, choose which method is best for which question, and then try to solve it, right? So other than this, I think we don't have much concept like it is similar to simple interest, but only problem here is, I have told you, right, only problem here is the calculative part will be more, multiplication or else division, and the calculative part might take more time in the compound interest. But if you are fast, you can surely crack each and every question on compound interest within 1 minute. So now let me move on to all the questions here on the in-depth solution on topic number 3, compound interest. Here is the first question. So Kamal invested rupees 7,500 in a compound interest at a rate of R% per annum for 2 years. If the interest received by Kamal after 2 years is equal to 44% of the amount invested, find the value of R. So first what they are saying is, our target is to find what is the value of R. That means our target is to find the rate of interest here. So other than that, they have given two data. So Kamal is investing some amount which is 7,500 in a compound interest at R% per annum. That is for how many years? For 2 years. So he invested, principal has been given, time duration has been given, but rate of interest is not given. So the interest that is received by Kamal after 2 years, which is equal to 44% of the amount what he is invested. We know the amount what he is invested is 7,400. So after 2 years, this compound interest amount is equals to 44% of the amount what he is invested. So they have given two data, and both the data are equal to the compound interest. So now what they are saying is the amount what he getted, right, what he is getting after 2 years, the compound interest is equals to 44% of amount what he is invested, right, 7,500. So now we can cancel it, 0 0 here. So 44 into 75. So what is 44 into 75? 5 4s are 20. So remaining will be 2. So 5 4s are 20, 7 4s are 28, 48, 55, 7 4s are 28, 28 5 33. So 3300. So 3300 will be the total interest what he received, the person received after 2 years. So which is equal to, they have given, right, for 2 years we know the compound interest formula. So P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of 1. When you take P outside, minus of 1. So now we know the principal 7,500. We don't know R, so R by 100. We know the value of n because he is invested for 2 years. So minus of 1. So friends, understood or not? So Kamal invested a money of 7,500 for 2 years at some rate of interest. So amount what he is getting, the interest amount what he is getting in the year 2 after 2 years, which is equal to 44% of the amount what he is invested. So invested is 7,500. So we found 44%, which is 3,300. Right? So now what we can do is we can cancel 0, 0 here. We can cancel 0, 0 here. So the remaining value are 1 plus r by 100 the whole square is equals to 33 divided by 75. So here we have minus 1. When this minus 1 when we bring this towards right hand side, it will be plus 1. So 33 divided by 75. 4 times 5 4s are 20, right? Remaining 2. 7 4s are 28, 30. Again 30 here. So 4 times 5 4s are 20. Okay, so this will be 4 times 0.44. So 0.44 plus 1 will be 1.44. So this can be written as 1.44. So right hand side we have 1 plus r by 100 the whole square. So here we have number 2, that is square. When we bring this 2 towards right hand side, it will be square root of 1.44. So 1.44 square root will be 1.2. So here we have 1.2, right? And right hand side 1 plus r by 100. So r by 100 is equals to 1.2 minus 1 will be 0.2. So when you multiply 100 here, resultant will be 20%. So rate of interest is 20%. So friends, understood or not, right? So after dividing it, we got an answer 0.44. So adding with the number with 1, 1.44. So now when we bring this square towards right hand side, it becomes square root. So taking square root for 1.44, which will be 1.2. So 1.2 here, when we bring this 1 towards right hand side, minus 1, 1.2 minus 1 will be 0.2. So 0.2 into 100 will be 20%. So answer for this question is 20%. So friends, understood or not, right? Very easy. I think you can definitely solve this question within 1 minute because these steps are not required. You can directly write the step. If you practice more, you can directly write the step and you can solve the remaining part, right? So this is the thing. Answer for the first question is 20%. Second question. A sum of money is lent for 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest. It yield rupees 881 more than the compound interest semi-annually, then compounded annually. What is the sum lent? So semi-annually is like half yearly, right? So annually, which is divided into semi, that means half yearly. So they are comparing two compound interest, one compound interest which was calculated for annually, right? And the second compound interest which was calculated for half yearly. And the comparison, the interest what the person received after some years, how many years they have given? After 2 years, the interest what they received is 8.81 more. That means the two interest difference is 8.81. So friends, understood or not? And here at last they have given a bracket approximate. So we have to find what is the amount that he is invested approximately. So what we can do here is calculating annually will be easy. Why? Because they have given a direct percentage, 10% per annum. So 10% per annum, that is for 1 year. So for 2 years, another 10%. So A plus B plus AB by 100. We can use this for, I think it will be easy when compared to a normal method. Why? Because in normal method, the value might change. The percentage value will change. So that's the reason I'm applying here. So A will be 10, B will be 10, AB will be 100, 100 by 100 will be 1. So 10 plus 1 will be 21%. So the compound interest percentage for 2 years is 21%. So similarly, here we can find for half yearly. So half yearly means for 1 year we have 2 half and for 2 years we have 4 half. And for 1 year, the total percentage is how much? 10%. For half yearly, we can say 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. So we have split it this 2 year into an half yearly, 6 months, 6 months, 1 year, another 6 months, another 6 months, so totally 2 years. So we have learned this traditional method in my YouTube channel itself, third or fourth video. I have explained the traditional method like this, right? So 5, 5, 5, and for these two 5, 10.25 percentage, and for these two 5 it will be 10.25 percentage. Yes or no, right? So similarly, when you apply 5 here, so a plus b plus ab by 100, so 5 plus 5 plus 25 by 100, which is 0.25, so 5 plus 5 will be 10, so 10.25, 10.25. so finally we have to add these again. This will be a value, this will be b value, so 10.25 a plus b, so a plus b 10.25, 10.25 will be 20.5 plus a into 10.25 divided by 100. So 20.5 plus, so 100 here. So we can't able to multiply 1025, 1025. So better we can go with, because it's an approximation, so we can directly say this as 105 by 100. Approximately when you multiply 10 into 10 will be 100. 0.25 will be something around 5 something. So we can take it as approximately 105. When you divide this by 100, 1.05. So 20.5 plus 1.05. Resultant will be, so 1.05. So resultant will be 21.55 percentage. This is for the total compound interest, which is calculated semi-annually for 2 years, and this is annually. Annually for 2 years is 21, semi-annually is 21.55, and we know that both the compound interest difference is 8.81. So difference between these two percentages will be 0.55. So 0.55 percentage of the principal amount, what he is getting, difference is 8.81. So principal is equal to 8.81 into 100 divided by 55, because 0.55 percentage can be written as divided by 100. When you multiply 100 here, so 8.81 into 100, already we have 0.55. So now this can be written as again 881 into 100 divided by 55. So this will be 1 time 55, 6 times, so 1600. So we can say that the amount what the person invested, our target is to find what is the amount that he lent, right? So we can say that the amount what he is lent is 1600. It's not an easy question. Again, it's like medium to hard level question, but try to understand how I am solving the question, right? So they have given two data. One data is for semi-annually, and the second data is for calculated annually. So the compound interest received on both the data difference is how much? 8.81. So if it is an annually, right, compounded annually, and they have given the rate of interest 10%, and total compound interest received for 2 years. So first 10%, second 10%, for 2 years, the total percentage of compound interest what he received is 21. So similarly for 3 years, kindly if you can't able to understand this, I hope you didn't watch my compound interest video, right? So kindly watch my compound interest video. There I have explained all these stuff, how to find the value like this. So after finding for 3 years, which is 21.55, so here I have not calculated the exact value, I have calculated an approximate value. Why? Because question itself they have said it's an approximate value. So we can go with some mind calculations here. 10 into 10 will be 100. 0.25, 0.25. So 0.25, 0.25 around 600 and something. So what we can do is we can make it around 5, right? We can approximately write this as 5, which is 105. So then divided by 100, 1.05. So total 21.55. We know that both the difference value is 8.81. So difference value is 0.55 percentage is the difference of the principal amount, because the amount what he lent, for that 0.55 difference is 8.81. So we can find what is the value of the principal amount what he lent, right? So this will be the answer for question number 2. Question number 3. A sum of rupees 3,200 is compounded annually at the rate of 10 paisa per rupee per annum. Find the compound interest payable after 2 years. So what is the target here? Our target is to find what is the compound interest that has to be paid after 2 years. So amount invested is also given. 3,200 is the total amount what he is invested, that is for 2 years. But the rate of interest alone, they have given in a different way, right? We have to think and we need to find what is the rate of interest here. So just see the question, the rate of 10 paisa per rupee per annum, right? So 10 paisa per rupee per annum. So this is like per annum, that is for 1 year. This is not the problem. But the only thing is 10 paise per rupee, right? What is the meaning of this 10 paise per rupee? So per rupee will be 1 rupee. So for 1 rupee, right? For 1 rupee, 10 paise. That means what is the ratio here? 1:10 ratio. That means 1 rupee, which is 100 paise. So for 100 paise, they are taking 10 paise. That means rate of interest is 10%. So friends, understood this logic or not, right? So 10% is the rate of interest. So instead of giving it directly in the question, they are giving in this way, right? So 10 paise per rupee. That means for 1 rupee, 10 paise is the rate of interest. That means 1:10 ratio. So 1:10 ratio will be 10%, right? So for 1 rupee, which is 100 paise, if we are taking only 10 paise, that means 10%. So we can say that the rate of interest for this question is 10% per annum. Little bit twist in the question, right? So now we know all the value, right? We know the rate of interest, we know time duration, as well as we know the total amount, the invested is 3,200. So now according to the question, our target is to find what is the amount that the person has been getting after 2 years. So we know the formula, compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of 1. So compound interest principal amount, what he is invested is 3,200. So 1 plus 10 divided by 100 the whole square. So minus of 1, or else you can calculate only this part, and after getting the total amount, you can subtract with 3200. That is completely your wish, right? So 3200. So when understood or not what I am saying? I am finding the total amount. After finding the total amount, what we can do is we can subtract with the principal amount. The resultant will be the because in the question our target is to find the compound interest. So after finding it, when you subtract with the total 3,200, so resultant answer will be the compound interest alone. So this can be written as, this will be 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 will be 11 divided by 10 the whole square. So this will be 3200 into, so 11 square will be 121 divided by 10 square will be 100. So cancel 00 here. So 121 into 32. So this will be the total amount what he is receiving. So minus of the principal amount 3200. So here we can cancel 32 121 minus of 100. So 32 into 21. So 32 into 21. 2. 3 2s are 6, 4, 7, 672. So 672 is the total. So friends, understood how I calculate? This part is important, right? In many of the videos I have told you, instead of multiplying the number and wasting your time. So 121 into 32, you don't want to multiply it. Why? Because here also we have 3,200. By taking in two terms, by taking 32 outside, resultant will be 121 here. When you take 32 outside, it's 100. So 121 minus 100 will be 21. So finally 32 into 21 will be 672. That means the compound interest received after 2 years, that is on rate of interest 10% per annum, is 672. So that's the reason I've gone with this method. Yes, you can go with this method also, but here you have to subtract numbers and you have to multiply it. It's your wish, right? According to your wish, you can able to solve this question. But anyway, try to understand this point alone, 10 paisa per rupee. 10 paisa per rupee, that means for 1 rupee, the rate of interest is 10 paise. That means 1:10 ratio. So 1:10 ratio will be 10%, right? So this will be the answer for the next question. Next question. So find the compound interest on rupees 10,000 at 20% per annum for 6 months compounded quarterly. So our target is to find the compound interest. That means we need to find only the compound interest. So which is for a quarterly, right? So they have given for 6 months. So 6 months, when you split it in terms of quarterly, we can split into two parts. That is 3 months and 3 months. So for the first 3 months and for the next 3 months, our target is to find what is the total compound interest that is received for the person. And what is the rate of interest they have given? Rate of interest is 20% per annum. So 20% per annum has been given, but here according to the question, our target is to find for a quarterly. So if it is a quarterly divided by 4, so now the rate of interest is 5%. So 5% rate of interest is for quarterly, and the total time duration what they have given is for 6 months. So if it is a quarterly, 3 months and 3 months, right? So you have to find either by a percentage method or you can go with the formula method. So I think percentage method seems to be easy. Why? Because we have only 3 months and 3 months duration. That means for the first 3 months 5% interest, next 3 months 5% interest. So for the complete quarterly, what will be the interest? The formula will be A plus B plus AB by 100. So A plus B plus AB by 100. So resultant will be 10.25%. So 10.25% is what? 10.25% will be the total percentage what the person getting in the compound interest, that is for the compounded quarterly. So now our target is to find what is the compound interest he received for the amount 10,000 rupees. So when you multiply into 10,000, so resultant will be the total interest what he received, right? So this will be, when you remove this percentage, it will be divided by 100, right? So 0, 0, 0, 0 here. So when you multiply 10.25 into 100, 1025. So 10,025. So 1025 is that's the reason I have gone with this percentage method, right? Because if you go with the formula method, some multiplications will be there. So that's the reason I have gone with the percentage method, A plus B plus AB by 100, because it's easy to. If it is 5 months or if it is 6 data given, then you can go with the formula method itself, right? So finally, I have found for a quarterly, that is for 6 months, 3 months, 3 months will be quarterly for a year. So for the 3 months, that is for quarterly, we have initially found what is the total percentage of compound interest the person received. So total percentage is how much? 10.25, and we know what is the amount he is invested, which is 10,000. So for 10,000, 10.25% is 1,025 rupees. So that will be the compound interest what the person going to receive after quarterly, right? So this will be the answer for this question. Next question. So Grace invested a certain amount in a compound interest at 20% compounded half yearly for 1 year. So if the compound interest obtained by Grace rupees 840, then find the total amount invested by Grace. Okay, so what is our target here? Our target is to find what is the total amount invested. That means our target is to find the principal here, right? So other than that, what are all the values they have given us? 20% compounded half yearly for 1 year. So 20% compounded half yearly. So for 1 year, that means we have to calculate for just a minute. 20% compounded half yearly for 1 year. Okay, so we need to take it as compounded half yearly, but they have given a value for 1 year. So 1 year is 20%. If we go with half yearly, so half yearly the rate of interest will be 10%, right? So 10% half yearly, because they have given for 1 year, which is 20%. So for half yearly, it is 10% rate of interest. So next what they have given is, if the compound interest obtained by Grace is 840. So they have given the compound interest as well. So compound interest is how much? 840. So now our target is to find what is the principal amount that the person invested. So the formula will be for the compound interest. So P into 1 plus R by 100 power n minus of 1, right? So this is the formula. So instead of writing a half yearly formula here, we can directly write R for 10. Instead of R, we can substitute 10, and n, instead of n, we can substitute 2 directly. Right? That's the thing what I did here. So compound interest value has been given, which is 840. So we need to find the principal. So 1 plus R by 100, that is 10 by 100 power. So instead of n, it will be 2 minus of 1, right? So friends, understood or not? Instead of writing that half yearly formula, so what I did is, initially in the question itself, I have changed all the value. So rate of interest is 20% per annum. So we have to calculate for half yearly. So 20 percentage per annum, if you divide for 2 divided by 2, which will be half yearly, that is 10 percentage. And for 1 year, if you calculate for half yearly, 6 months, 2 part. So instead of N, 2, instead of R, 10 percentage. That's it. So here our target is to find P. So 840 is equals to P into, so we can cancel it 1 by 10, which will be 11 by 10 plus 1 will be 11. So 11 by 10 the whole square minus of 1. So 840 is equals to P into 121 divided by 100 minus of 1. So 840 is equals to P into 21 divided by 100. Yes. So when you multiply 100 here, 121 minus 100 will be 21 by 100. So P is equals to 840 into 100 divided by 21. So P is equals to, we can cancel this on 4 times, so which will be 4000. That means the principal. So our target is to find what is the amount that was invested by Grace. So we can say that the amount which was invested by Grace will be 4000. So which will be the answer for this question. So friends, understood or not, right? So either you can use the directly compound interest half yearly formula. So compound interest half yearly formula, we have additional one value, right? So 1 plus R by 100 and power n by 2. That is the formula usually we into 2 power 2n. That is the formula we use for a half yearly, and for a quarterly R by 4, 4n. Even in the revision class I have told you that formula. You can use the formula, or else if you think, if you want to learn more formulas, some students will be like they won't learn much formulas. So instead of learning much formula, they will learn the normal method. So yes, this is one of the normal method, right? So the normal formula what we learned initially in the compound interest, in that formula we know the rate of interest is 20 percentage per annum, but we have to calculate for half yearly. So 20 by 2, which is 10 percentage. And if it is 1 year, when you divide the number of years 1 into half yearly 6 months, it will be 2 times. So instead of n, I have written 2. It's your wish. Either you can go with the normal formula itself, or else you can go with the compounded half yearly formula. So whatever be, but be very careful on the calculation side. That is the most important stuff in compound interest, right? So answer for this question will be 4000 is the amount what is invested by the person Grace. Next question. If rupees 1000 amounts to rupees 1166.40 in 2 years compounded annually, find the rate of interest per annum. So we need to find what is the rate of interest. So they have given if 1000 rupees amounts to, that means the amount invested is also given and the total amount is also given, because the word amounts to, what I was repeatedly saying from the simple interest itself, if you find the word amounts to, that means the total amount. So in the question they have given the principal, in the question they have given the total amount, and for how many years, and for the 2 years number of years is also given. So only target here is to find the rate of interest. So because of total value they have given, we can use the formula A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n, right? We can use this formula here. So A will be 11,116.40, right, is equals to the principal. So principal what they have given is 1000. So 1000 is the principal. So 1 plus R by 100. We need to find what is the rate of interest here. So n, 2 years, right? So all the values they have given here. So this can be written as 11664 divided by, we can cancel 10, this will be like 100, right? So 100 is equals to 1 plus R by 100 the whole square. Yes. So what we can do is, sorry, actually it's just a minute, I did something wrong here. So divided by 100, right? So when we move this 100 towards right hand side, it becomes 1 2 3 4 50. Okay, 50, and already we have numerator 10, so we can cancel this. So 11664 divided by 1234 is equals to 1 plus R by 100. So here we have square. When you bring the square towards left hand side, it will be square root. So when you take square root for 11664, it will be 108, and divided by, so here we have 40. When you take square root, this will be 100 is equals to 1 plus r by 100. So when you subtract 1 here, resultant will be 108 minus of 100 divided by 100 is equals to r by 100. So again r is equals to 8%, right? So rate of interest is 8%. So friends, understood? I just made a small mistake here. What I did is I thought we can cancel 0 0, but we can't able to cancel that. Why? Because here we have decimal point. So first I have removed the decimal point. So here we have 0.40, right? When you remove the decimal point, divided by 100. So and then we can cancel 1010 here, multiply 10 here. So finally we have in the denominator 40, and numerator we don't have any 0, 11664. So now after finding it, we have to take a square root of the number, which is 108 by 100. And then we can find what is the rate of interest. So according to the question, our target to find the rate of interest. So rate of interest is 8%. Next question. A sum of money becomes 4,500 after 2 years and 6,750 after 4 years on compound interest. Find the sum. So friends, very important question. This question I have separate video. I posted a separate video on the compound interest, that is last lesson. I hope you remember it. T1 years, T2 years. That is the concept I have taught on the last lesson on the topic compound interest. So while teaching that, I have told you it's one of the easy concept. If you see this model question in the prelims exam, surely you can able to attend this and you can solve this question within 40 seconds, because that much easy it is. You have to frame two equation and then you have to divide the equation in order to find the rate of interest. So why I am saying a same model question, T1 years, T2 years, because they have given two different amount, right? Two total amount has been given and 2 years has been given, one after 2 years, another after 4 years. So what you need to do is, for 2 years you have to frame an equation, for 4 years you have to frame another equation and you have to divide it. But the reason why I am saying it's very important, because on all these kinds of model, usually we will find the rate of interest, but some question on the same kind of model we have to find the principal as well. Right? If we need to find the principal on this model, I will teach you how to find it. So just see here, a sum of money becomes, that means the total amount 4,500. So we know the total amount formula, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. So P into 1 plus R divided by power n. So that is for 2 years. This will be the first equation. So according to the question, we don't know two value. One is the rate of interest is unknown, as well as the principal is unknown. So these two value here is unknown. So similarly, the next part, 6,750 is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. That is for 4 years. So usually what we do is 2 divided by 1. So divide the second part completely, 60 divided by the first 4500 is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power 4 divided by P into 1 plus R by 100 power square. What we do in the, what we learnt, right, in the compound interest. So after that we cancel all these part. So here we have 4, here we have 2. So only 2 will be remaining in the numerator. So here also we can cancel 0 here, and we can cancel it on 225, this will be 3 times, this will be 2 times. So finally we have 3 by 2 is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power square, right? So hence important area, right? This will be the important area. Just listen carefully. Our target is to find the principal. According to the question, our target is to find what is the sum, that means principal. So but in order to find the principal, at least if we know the rate of interest, finding the principal is easy. But here rate of interest is unknown, principal is also unknown. So what we need to do here is, we have framed two equations. In one equation you can see P into R by 100 power square. Yes or no? P into R by 100 power square. So this value is what? 4,500. So friends, understood? So 4,500 is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole square. So that is the thing what we have here exactly. So we can say, instead of this, when you substitute here, resultant will be the principal. So friends, understood or not what I did? So we have 1 plus R by 100 the whole square will be 4,500 divided by P. Anyway, you can substitute the value because we can cancel p and p here. We will not get p, sorry, right? We will not get the principal here. We have 1 plus r by 100 power square. So 1 plus r by 100 power square will be 4500 by p. Substitute this value here because some students, what they usually do is they will say the answer cannot be determined. I've seen many students have did this because there in the same question you can able to see one option which is noted as cannot be determined, none of these, and they have given two answers. So most of the students will go with cannot be determined. Why? Because they say because rate of interest is also not given, principal is also not given, so we can't able to find it. So remember one thing, in this model, if the question is based on T1 years, T2 years, you can able to find the principal as well as you can able to find the rate of interest, right? So here we have cancelled principal and principal. So numerator we have only square. For this 1 plus r by 100 the whole square, 1 plus r by 100 the whole square, we can substitute 4500 divided by p. So 3 by 2 is equals to 4500 divided by p. So now we can cancel it 1 times, this will be 15 times. So principal is equals to 3000. So 3000 will be the amount what the person has been invested. It's based upon the T1, T2 years logic, right? So friends, understood. So most important question, and this area is the most important part. So what you need to do is after dividing it, till this we have learnt on my compound interest video itself, last video, but this will be new because in most of the question we find only the rate of interest, but here they are asking the principal. In that case, after cancelling all these areas, finally we will get 1 plus r by 100 power 2 or something like that, and just check whether we can substitute the value from the framed equation. Yes, we can substitute 1 plus r by 100 the whole square will be 4500 divided by p. So substitute here and find the answer, right? So this will be the answer for this question. So next question, and this question is similar to the question what we solved in the previous question, that is previous concept question T1 years, T2 years, but in the previous question we have found the principal. But in case if we need to find the rate of interest, I will tell you how to find it, right? So sum of money becomes 1296 in 2 years and 1600 in 4 years. So two different data has been given, T1 year that is for 2 years, T2 year that is for 4 years. So overall amount has been given. So first equation, which is 1296, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N, that is for 2 years. And similarly for 4 years, 1600, 1 plus R by 100, so power 4. So they have given two values. And what we need to do is, we need to divide the second thing by the first. So 1600 divided by 1296 is equals to P into 1 plus r by 100 power n divided by p into 1 plus r by 100 square. Okay, so we can cancel p and p. So we can cancel, this will be 4. So we can cancel 2 times here, complete this value. So finally the values that we have is 1600 divided by 1296 is equals to 1 plus r by 100 the whole square. So this value we have here, right? So now taking square root, so when you take square root for this number, so resulting we can cancel this on 2 table or else 4 table. When you cancel this on 4 table, 400, when you cancel this on 4 table, 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, so remaining 1, 4 4s are 16. So again we can cancel it on 4 table, so this will be 100, so cancel it on 4 table, 8 4s are 32, 81. That's it. We can't able to cancel anything here. So 1 plus r by 100 is equals to, so taking square root for 100, which will be 10. So taking square root for 81, so 9. So r divided by 100 is equals to 10 by 9 minus of 1. So r by 100 is equals to 10 minus 1 divided by 9. So r is equals to 100 by 9. So r is equals to 11.11 percentage, right? So this will be the answer for this question. For this is the stuff what we learned on the compound interest. So for finding a rate of interest, you don't want to substitute the equation here like what we did in the previous question. The previous question we have substituted the first equation here. Why? Because in order to find the principal. So, but here our target is not to find the principal, our target is to find the rate of interest. In case if we need to find the principal here, the same logic to be applied here, right? So, we know 1 plus r by 100 the whole square value will be 1296 by p. So, 1296 by p substitute here instead of this value and then find what is the principal. Because why I am saying this 2 question is very important, because if there is an option cannot be determined, most of the students go with that option. So because 2 value is unknown, so they think we can't able to find it. So don't do like that. If you see these kind of question, answer will not be cannot be determined. You can able to find the principal as well as the rate of interest. So which will be the answer for this question, that is 11.11%. The next question, A lent an amount of rupees 1100 to B. This is to be paid back to A in 2 installment. If the rate of interest that A charges to B is 20% compounded annually, then what will be the value of each installment? So when just see here, our target is to find what is the value of each installment. So everyone knows what is the concept called that installment concept, right? Even if we buy a mobile phone on a EMI, for example, if you are buying a tenor for 36 months, so we have to pay some amount every month as an installment, right? 3,200. You have to pay this installment for every month till 36 months. So you will be completing that EMI. That is called as an installment. Even while purchasing a bike or a car, you can able to see that installment concept. So for this installment concept, you don't want to learn any new formulas here in the compound interest. Installment concept will be equal to the population concept. You know, the population, even in the revision class, I have written here in the revision class video, there are 2 important formula. One is after and before. In 2001, if this is the population, what will be the population in 2002? That is after. Same case, in 2002, this is the population. What will be the population in 2000? Right? What could be the population in the year of 2000 or 2001 or 1990? They are going back. From the present, if they are going back, the formula will be different. So from the present, if they are going for the future, the formula will be different. But both the formulas are derived from one simple formula, that is total amount formula. A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N. So the formula what we learnt in the compound interest, the same formula that can be used for the installment. Do not learn any new formula, right? So installment formula will be A equal to P divided by 1 plus R by 100 power N. So this is the formula what we use for the population back, right? So this is the same formula what we learnt in the population past, right? For finding the population for the past period, we use the same formula. So here also we are using the same formula. If it is how many installment he has to pay? He has to pay in the installment of 2 installments. So first we have to substitute n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 1. That is the concept here. So what value they have given is A lent an amount of rupees 1100 to B. So the total amount that he lent is 1100 is equals to, we don't know the principal. The principal is nothing but the installment what he need to pay, right? So this P we are assuming as X because here P but here installment, right? Installment that he is going to pay on every time. So first installment X, 1 plus R by 100, 1 plus R. Rate of interest is how much? 20. So 20 by 100 square. So similarly the second installment, 1 plus 20 by 100 alone. Why? Because 2 installments, second installment, first installment, right? So now we have to cancel and we need to find the value. 1100 is equals to X divided by, we can cancel it. So this will be 5 times, again this will be 5 times 6 by 5 the whole square. So 6 square will be 36, 5 square will be 25. So plus X divided by, so 5 plus 1 will be 6 by 5. So next step, so 1100 is equals to 25x divided by 36. So 5x divided by 6. So take an LCM of 36 here. So resultant will be 25x, 30x, right? So 6 are 36, 6 5s are 30x. So 1100. So now 25x plus 30x will be 55x. So 55x divided by 36 is equal to 1100. So we can cancel this on 11 times. When you cancel this on 11 times, this will be 5. When you cancel this on 11 times, this will be 100. So similarly, we can cancel this on 20 times. So x is equal to 20 into 36. So x is equals to 720. So 720 will be the installment that he has to pay on only two installment. So he has to pay this installment for the person A. And the rate of if he is lending the amount of 1000 under to B. Right? Very interesting question and important question too. So always remember that in a compound interest you don't want to learn every time any new formulas. Even in the simple interest also same. Simple interest and compound interest, we have only two formula, right? P and R by 100 in simple interest. In compound interest, P into 1 plus R by 100 power n. Even though the question is difficult or even though the question is based on installment part, but the formula will be small change in the formula, right? What we learnt in the total amount formula will be A equal to P into, right? But here P divided by, if it is an installment, P divided by, if it is a normal, P into, that's the difference. Right. So even the same formula we apply on population past or a population future. If it is a population future, we have to multiply. If it is a population past, we have to divide. So same formula we use on the different concept, right? So every time you don't want to learn any formula, but understand that where we need to apply the right formula, right? So this is called as an installment part. So I think we have solved a minimum number of questions here on this in-depth solution. So I have given a test series. In the test series, I have given 40 questions that is on the topic compound interest. Do not forget to take the test, right? Only test will help you to have a proper practice. Even in the test series, I have given the complete solution. If there is any alternate method, I have given an alternate method as well. So don't forget to take the test on the platform, right? Feel free to learn app or feel free to learn website. So write the test, analyze your score, check your mistake. So start learning it. Surely you can able to crack any of the bank exams this year. So, so friends, thank you so much for watching this video and see you on the next live session. So if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those who are preparing for the bank exams. So thank you so much. Bye.